We are at Lori Lobato's D&G Pizza. Safe bet that you've eaten 1,000 slices of this pizza in your lifetime. And your children and grandchildren.
Pretty close.
Listen, he has all the muscle. I don't know what's up with that, man. I was telling my oldest son today, jiu-jitsu, he's 240. He's eating chili dogs, hamburgers from the hot dog shop. He's all ripped up. So, is it just because you're young that you can look this good, or you have to actually work at it, or is it because of all the furniture that you use?
Well, I've been pretty physical for the last 32 years. So, yeah, I mean, you build an appetite.
I got to ask you one crazy question. So you get all these young athletes who say they're going to come in and move furniture like it's nothing, and they lift the weights and they're all in great shape, and then a half a day on the job they're moaning and complaining.
You quit.
They quit, right?
Yeah, because they're not strong.
Come on in, sir. Go ahead. Get your pizza. All right, listen. Before we say goodnight, I want to talk about this football team.
Okay.
The Steelers. What a difference. Just from late winter, early spring to where we are today on the precipice of summer, it's really incredible what's happening in the quarterback locker room. You and I texting, tears of joy.
For sure. And we kind of preempted this. We predicted it to
You
some
did.
extent. You know what though? But look, you look at the quarterback room and it's completely upside down. Like there's nobody there anymore that was with the program.
Just when I was all ready to say, just give it to Justin Fields, OTAs and things, Russell Wilson, he's doing something to make me think that maybe this is the right plan, to give him the reins and let Justin Fields work his way in.
Oh yeah, you have to let Fields learn from the veteran Russell Wilson. The OTAs, it's like uncompetitive flag football. They're just there to go through the motions. New team members are supposed to learn how practice goes, etc. It's like a meet and greet. But Russell Wilson brings a dynamic to the Steelers that we haven't had in a long time. Because when they stopped letting Ben rush, he became pocket presence. Hall of Famer, first ballot. Russell Wilson is also a Hall of Famer. And he's not Ben's stature. He's not his height. He's not his weight, etc. He's faster. But the dynamic part of it is that he's dealt with speedy receivers, strong receivers, etc. You have Pickens, Austin. Did you?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Pickens, Austin. Pickens is he is the breadwinner. Always has been. I mean, since we drafted him, like you knew. But the speedsters, Wilson and Austin, they have to show through. And that's what Russell Wilson's going to be able to do. He's going to be able to exploit a D-back that they can burn past and throw him the ball. So.
I also think Fryer, who may be in the best shape of his career, is going to be such a key factor.
Still slightly concerned. And right now they're sitting on, 6 wide receivers, 6 tight ends. At least 5 tight ends, but Hayward's brother, who also is a tight end, is rostered as a fullback. I don't change that. I leave well enough alone. Yes, leave well enough alone. But they need to stop, because if you can't use your number 1 and 2 tight ends effectively, what do you have 4 or 5 for? So they have to figure it out. They have to get 6 wideouts, 4 tight ends. That's it. Keep Hayward as the backup.
The other big story is lost some weight.
Yeah.
He decided to not take the option. But he's really trying to make the case. Look, I'm hanging on to it.
This is his season to show and prove. Yep, you got to show and prove. I mean, you're talking about Alabama. It's Derrick Henry's stature. never had that line. Now he's got some kind of a line, and what is Steelers football? You know, it used to be like 50 run, 50 pass, then it went to like 60 run, 40 pass, then it went to 60 pass, 40 run. We're a run-heavy team to set up the pass, and that was Ben. And now we have Fields and Wilson that can skedaddle outside of the pocket and make it super interesting.
One more thing, a personal note, the great Laura Lovato back there doing what she does, and obviously learned the craft from her father, uncle. Her father, Gene, passed away not too long ago, and again, I did a bit of a tribute from the home studio, but I wanted to take time here, because this is the first time I've had a chance to give her a hug and say my condolences. I love that man, I love that family, I love that brand that is G&G.
Great guy.
And all I know is they have brought so much joy to so many people, including my children. And I'm just so grateful to have an opportunity to be here again tonight. And hey, Ed Shewak, Allison, they do a great job here as well. Got one of the best places anywhere. They do a lot of fun things in their bar across the way. But it's the smell, it's the aroma, it's that slice of heaven, often imitated, never duplicated. No one does it better than D&G people. So much love to that family. Back to the Steelers. Defensively, if you got something just off the charts to trade TJ Watt, never.
Nope.
Let him ride it out.
Yep. We bleed black and gold. Like David has to do that.
Joey Porter ready?
He's ready.
The next giant step could be a lockdown.
100%.
Mika still in the prime of his career.
Absolutely. Top 40 all time.
Then why am I not all in on this football thing? Is it because that sooner or later the talent of Lamar Jackson, he's got to get one?
No, he hasn't had his hurt season yet. He hasn't been
What do they
injured.
do? Seriously, either them or Cincinnati. I mean, at least we have an option.
We have the strongest division in football. The most competitive division in football. And we also have Patrick Queen now.
You know, he said
That's a
that he
game
wasn't so
changer.
sure. By the way, tell everybody who's filming these videos. He really worked hard for us tonight.
That's my girlfriend, Carrie.
Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
Much love. Great person to help us as much as she has in recent weeks, but especially tonight. We got them going all over town. But look, come on, Billy Bully teams. You have to break that
Absolutely,
night.
for
All right.
sure.
I just need to get it in. All right, now look. You got yours, I gotta get mine.
Leave it up.
You working on that?
Yeah, I got you.
Keep on moving. Pick one
Absolutely.
up, bring it
I'll
over.
move it right to you.
He wasn't so sure they were going to accept him, but it's almost like he's really, and he caused
They
all
want
kinds
to
of
give him the
things.
green dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to give him the green dot. Why not? He's got to be out there for 3 of the 4 plays.
Listen, Tomlin's a defensive coach. He knows what he's
Yes, absolutely. And Omar Khan is a genius.
doing. He is.
A genius.
Listen,
We were gifted him.
you realize what Omar Khan has done to steal a nation. He took us from hopeless to hopeful.
Get online, try and buy a ticket right now, and we haven't even hit. We haven't even hit training camp yet. They are through the roof.
Special teams are going to be off the charts. But the offensive line, the draft picks.
I love it.
It's, there's no way that this team can't compete.
Oh,
For the division.
I have him in my bubble, my Super Bowl bubble. Honestly.
Before I let you go, Dale Brelloch, or Hugo Moving in Stores, will get you there on time, safely, with everything intact. Without
Best
bubble,
mover around.
without bubble wrap. No, that's how they get me from place to place. They just wrap me in bubble wrap.
Yeah.
But Skyler home peanuts, you know what I mean. But
We'll move you.
I know you will. You have. You're the best. Brian and his family, Adam, love him, love him, love him. Okay. Everybody talks about Mahomes, and rightfully so, and Herbert, and rightfully so. Those guys on the other side of the coast. But look what we have on the East Coast. I think Aaron Rodgers, 2-time MVP, Super Bowl champion. The Jets are loaded offensively and defensively. They're going to get it done. And he looks really incredible. I love Aaron Rodgers. I love everything about him. Josh Allen's still a stud. We talked about Lamar, talked about Joe Burrow.
Tua.
Yeah.
Put Tua in.
Miami.
Yeah.
Think about the talent on the East Coast and the AFC.
Absolutely.
It's phenomenal.
It is. And that's the second toughest division. Patriots, I mean, just put a fork in them because they're done. I mean, they have a defensive coach first time. They can't even figure out anything. They brought no receivers in, no quarterback. I mean, they drafted Drake May, but guess what? Right now they have him third on his depth chart.
Now to the other side, that other conference, the NFC. Just when you thought you figured it out, you realize the NFC North may be more powerful.
Detroit's going to the Super Bowl.
They just gave Jared Goff his Fort Knox.
It is literally May 30th. I'm telling you, the Detroit Lions are going to the Super Bowl.
They're going to switch teams from last year, possibility. Jordan Love, Green Bay, they're young. They're not ready.
Don't love them.
Frisco going to get back there?
No. They'll get beat out. They'll get beat out. I think if I had to pick a sleeper, I would probably say the Atlanta Falcons. And I know they're Kirk Cousins, the dynamic he brings to the game. But when you think about Pittsburgh Steelers football and Mr. Smith, our offensive coordinator, had he had a quarterback, he would still be in Atlanta. Okay? That's the excitement. And my AFC sleeper team is obviously the Pittsburgh Steelers because we'll know in week 11 to 18 because that's the toughest part of their schedule. You know, I listen to a bunch of people talking and they're saying like, oh, the Steelers, they're going to be like 9-9. They'll have a positive record. But it's the games that they can't afford to lose that they need to win. The Baltimore game, the Cincinnati game, the Cleveland game. I'm not worried about Cleveland. I'm worried about Baltimore and Cincinnati. But their schedules are tough at the beginning. The end, people are sleeping on us. You look on sports betting app, FanDuel or whatever, we're plus 650 to win the division. I think they win the division. Honest to God, I believe they win the division.
So where do you plug Justin? Justin Phillips, he's here.
He's learning.
And all this talk about these special teams, kickoff, whatever.
But that's clickbait. You're not gonna have a quarterback that you're paying 7 digits.
In the future, for sure.
If Mike Tomlin says that this is what I want, then that's what it's gonna be.
But could Russell give you 3 more years?
At least 2. He could definitely do 2. It's just his will and desire. Sean Payton took him back a step. And it wasn't supposed to be that way because he had talent in Denver. He didn't have the line. His stud running back gets injured. So, we'll know. He's going to hit the gates running. And even though I have a customized jersey number 3 with the main Brelloch on the back of it, I'll let Russell have number 3. You know, I'm rooting for him. I need the positivity. And I think he can do it.
Isn't it amazing what this brand is? I mean, they're global. This is a global brand.
Go anywhere and ask about a Steeler bar. You can Google it.
This is
And they'll give you 5 to 6 of them.
This is actually a Steeler bar.
Right.
Anyway, thanks to Lori and of course Gail, who's incredible and significant on the carrier. Can't thank him enough. It's been a busy day. I've got a few more things to do tonight because there's some things trending in the news, but it's sure one thing. We always talk sports on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show. We've got that Coons Market here in Hopewell, and there are those other locations. And how do you find the one nearest you? Click on coonsmarket.com. So for whatever you're doing, an outside grilling party, a little home and away tailgate party, or just you want to sit down on a Thursday night and eat some good food, Coons Market has everything you need for your grocery list. And remember, every Sunday after local news at 11, the best hometown sports talk show anywhere, because it's about our team, our town. And of course, he is a part of our town, and he'll get you to your town. Debo Moving and Storage. It's amazing how to make this all.
Thank you.
Bless you, my brother. Have a great night
Pleasure.
from D&G Pizza. They got great wings here, too.